Welcome to Mladinska oddaja! Johanna and Julia met a street singer in Kosovo.
So you're from?
I'm from France.
France.
And Johanna is from Austria.
Austria.
Yes.
Geht's gut?
Alles gut, yeah. And what's your name?
Muharram.
Muharram. Okay. Muharram.
The soldiers call me Mojo. The nickname Mojo. I don't know the meaning.
But Moji is this big energy, like
Big
happy energy, I think.
Moravar gune poete, meg nutri me te umete, para vepres estrin fjale, s'kan nevoj mbështetje male.
So I learned English by shining shoe. I was shoe shine.
Okay.
I shine the shoe to the soldiers, the British soldiers.
And you don't do this anymore?
Not now, because no navy, all gone. So now I have to sing to survive.
And you're from Kosovo?
Yeah, from Kosovo.
Yes.
This the life in the day I have until the night I have in here, Pristina. So mostly I can say more I live in Pristina.
So you come here every day from your hometown?
Yes, I come from my home by cab, which costs 50 cents. And I sing all the day. People come, gifts, money, who wants it. I stay with two friends here from Pristina, they are. I stay with them. Sometimes I bought them a coffee or like that. We take a talk.
Do you make enough money with
Yes,
it?
I make enough. For me is enough. 10, maybe 20 euros.
There's no way to find a job, only if you have someone who knows.
Yeah.
My brother say I will find you a job. And I wish to go there to work, better than to sing here. I like to sing, but this is what I do here. Someone like it, someone don't like it. Some men say it's not good because it's not good for your face, something like that. But I don't care.
Sikurdet mbushur me dije, dersi çdo herë me shije, uji freskët me shkretire.
Lyudmila chilled out at the Improcon festival in Croatia. Lulu wants to find out more about the synagogue in Maribor.
The synagogue in Maribor is actually the only preserved medieval synagogue on Slovenian territory. And even more, the synagogue was built already in the middle of the 14th century. At least this is what we know from the preserved documents. And due to this fact, it's actually one of the oldest among preserved synagogues of Central Europe. It was built, as explained, in the 14th century. It was used originally as a synagogue, and it was used as a synagogue until the end of the 15th century, so up to the moment when the Jews had to leave the city. So after their departure from the city, the synagogue came into possession of a man called Bernardin. He then rebuilt it into a Catholic church of All Saints, and then churches operated until late 18th century, when Emperor Joseph II decided to close down the church. Afterwards, the building was used as a storage house and even as an apartment house. So inside it was many times rebuilt, and all these changes actually very much altered its original appearance. However, the walls, the building itself is still original. We use it today only as a for cultural purposes, so to organize here different exhibitions or different literary evenings, lectures, presentations, symposia, conferences, concerts, etc., etc. The programs have the emphasis on presenting Jewish culture, Jewish tradition, also heritage and art, of course. Basically, our mission or our task is to research and then publicly present the Jewish history of local, so local Jewish history, and then also the Jewish history of Slovenia. We have spoken about, or we have presented the topic of women in Judaism, and then we have like a part of the program which is also devoted to Holocaust remembrance and learning. The Jews in Slovenia were persecuted and they were victims of the Holocaust, and the Jewish community in Slovenia was almost entirely eliminated during the Second World War. And because of this, today we can say that there is a few Jews living in Slovenia.
Urška is inspired by living in a farm. We went to the Defencing Festival in Bistrica, on the border between Slovenia and Croatia.
We are celebrating the fall of the fence somewhere in the future. This was put here to stop terrorism, so they told, but the terrorist attacks didn't stop. They was talking that the refugees are dangerous to us. This is absolutely lie. Join refugees together, playing football, having concert, being in cinema, in free time swimming in river if somebody wants, and to show we both need friends, we can be friends. Great.
We were visited by an amazing Dutch singer. Here's what she sang to us.
Come to the sea and you'll find out what's going on with me. Come to the sea and you'll find out what's creeping into me. And I'll sing to the waves and I'll shout in the wind, and I'll cry with the birds till I'll find you within. And I'll sing to the waves and I'll shout in the wind, and I'll cry with the birds till I'll find you within. Oh, the roar of the water, it is drowning out my sound, and the only way to hear me is if you look careful at my mouth. And I'm screaming out my message even though there's no one there, and I'll have the birds for company and to the horizon I stare. And I'll sing to the waves and I'll shout in the wind, and I'll cry with the birds till I'll find you within. And I'll sing to the waves and I'll shout in the wind, and I'll cry with the birds till I'll I'm sitting all alone here and the sun blows over me, and the crabs are building castles and I'm the only one to see. And there was a time that you were here, the wind playing with your hair, the sand slipped through your fingers. Oh, when life it isn't fair. And I'll sing to the waves and I'll shout in the wind, and I'll cry with the birds till I'll find you within. And I'll sing to the waves and I'll shout in the wind, and I'll cry with the birds till I'll find you within. The loneliness without you here, it's killing me inside. The nights are always cold now, into your embrace I can no longer hide. And I'll sing to the waves and I'll shout in the wind, and I'll cry with the birds till I'll find you within. And I'll sing to the waves and I'll shout in the wind, and I'll cry with the birds till I'll find you within. Come to the sea and you'll find out what's creeping into me.
Lyudmila checked out the noise circus performance in Rog.
I think there's, at least for now, there's not just a single concept about it. One for sure is this about consumerism and about the hyper-production of different objects, and how objects that were like really modern and hype and new became trash in just 10 years. For example, we were all listening to this as children, and now nobody even has a player for it. But there's not just this, so to say, moralistic speech about waste. There's also just a play about discovering something that was forgotten somewhere, that can also give you some positive feelings about nostalgia, or It's not strictly negative in this sense. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, it's like a documentary about not just overconsumption, but a documentary about the objects that were in this factory where we have the show. It's also like a presentation of the inside in a way, or a research of what has been stored here. Which objects were we walking through a lot while being active in Rome?
It's a story, like, in a sense that this place, it was very interesting, because first when we came here and saw all this stuff, we only thought about it as trash. It was just something that was supposed to be thrown away to make space. But then when we took more time, we saw that actually all these things that are just not useful in their normal sense are actually very interesting. So we started to play with them, and this is also in a sense how we are trying to find like the new ways of use of the objects, and through maybe new ways of use, also some kind of relationship that develops through between us and the objects. like not just maybe it's not like a human relationship, but when you spend a lot of time with one specific object, even if it's trash or whatever, you find some meaning, some value for this object that, like other people said, it's not valuable anymore. And maybe this is something that we are trying to bring back, like this value of the discarded object.
The School of Animation Movies in Čakovec did its 24th International Workshop in June.
Shav Studio is the oldest active children film studio from 1975 till today, and we are specialized in children animation. So we strictly do animated movies of every kind except 3D for now, and organize this international workshop, which was one of the first workshops in the world, I think.
I found that it's also nice to do occasionally these workshops for children who don't have maybe the opportunity to deal with animation. So in '84 I invited David Ehrlich to Čakovec, and together we did the first workshop in one elementary school near Čakovec. The result was very nice. We were all happy with this, and then we decided, okay, yes, we will do this international workshop. I don't know, almost 20 years. We do then every year regularly.
And that is how we make puppets.
What we like to do each year is to invite some animators who has some special technique of animation.
So first one is to me with this book.
Till now we had around 40 animators, and I think a few hundred kids from all around the world.
I am very happy and even proud that during these 20 years, thanks to this workshop, we had here in the studio really big names from this animation world, and thanks to them, our children in the studio, they learn something new, because this is the idea. Children are able to see some different approaches, different techniques, different possibilities.
This year we choose Yulia Aronova from Russia. She does drawing animation, and the other one is Melanie Villanex. She's from France.
We spent the first day with the kids creating a story. We chose a theme, which was an ecological story.
Can you see the movie in your head when you see the...
And then we did the constructions of the set. We manufactured puppets, and now they shooting, like frame by frame, 10 images per second. And then we're gonna edit and some design.
Yes.
Each child made their small film. It calls about me. They tell the story about their life in 4 phrases. Who they are, what they like, and something interesting about their life. We use 2D drawing with light tables, traditional animation. For me, all this masterclass with children is much more for spending time and find the fun during the process.
For me, it's nice for them to see how an animated movement that they meet every day is made.
Hi, I like playing the guitar. I have one dog and one cat.
Basically, this was the original idea to influence people and children to work on animation.
Because animation is our love and we like to spread the knowledge of animation among and around the children of the world.
Sarah and Lulu capture a musician's struggle about life decision in a music video.
Out of myself, out of my way, falling the line.
And here's a video of my brother reminding us what summer looks like.
Come sei bella, più bella stasera, Mariù. Splende un sorriso di stella negli occhi tuoi blu. Anche se ha perso il destino domani sarà. Oggi ti sono vicino perché sospirare. Parlami d'amore, Mariù. Tutta la mia vita sei tu. Gli occhi tuoi belli brillano come due stelle scintillano. Dimmi che illusione non è, dimmi che sei tutta per me. Qui sul tuo cuore non soffro più. Parlami d'amore, Mariù. troppo più. Parlami d'amore, Mariù.
And that's it for August. See you next month!